The old adage, if you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen. It's a little caliente in here. My name is Chef Michael White, and I'm the co-owner of Costata. I specialize in Italian food, and Costata is strictly Italian. I'm going to show you how to make pasta from scratch with two simple ingredients: eggs and 00 flour. Making fresh pasta, it seems like it could be this huge job, but in reality, it really does take only about 20 minutes. So let's get started making the dough. This is the easiest dough to make because it is egg and flour, and that is it. We're going to make a well on the board. It's the way I learned when I was working in Italy. It also is kind of a trick to keep the egg on the inside and not let it go outside and make a huge mess all over. We pour it right into the well, and then we're going to start to mix together. And when we're mixing, we're bringing a little bit of flour inside of it. And when we do that, it starts to thicken and then turn into a pasta. You really want to work it until it becomes very smooth on the outside of the pasta. So at this point right now, we'll want to let it rest for about 30 to 45 minutes. The glutens in the flour will become much more pliable and easier to work with when we run it through the machine. And now it is kneaded, soft, relaxed. But at the same time, you can see when you press on it, it comes back. And that means that the glutens are ready to go. This is basic pasta dough, the dough that you can make anything with it. Garganelli, tagliatelle, tagliolini. This is the pasta that I use in the restaurant. You learn how to master this and you can cook like a pro. The dough is now relaxed for about a half an hour, and so what we're doing now is we're starting to roll it out, and we want to do it, and we want to build it in layers. You want to have the pasta as thin as possible. One of my favorite things about making fresh pasta is to see how thin I can get it. See, I can read my watch underneath it. That's how thin it is. So you're probably thinking, why would you want to go through all this work? Anybody that makes fresh pasta at home, your guests are really going to taste the difference. Now that we have our pasta rolled out, we can start cutting and shaping the raviolis. You could fill these with meat, fish, shrimp, you name it. Today we're doing the ravioli with a little bit of green garlic, peas, and ricotta. One of the great tips is not overfilling the ravioli. What happens is if you put too much filling inside the ravioli, when you go to boil it, it will pop or explode inside the water. So enough time making these, let's get down in the kitchen and cook them. So we're in the kitchen at Costata now, decidedly a lot more busy than upstairs. Now that we have the pasta, we're gonna make an easy carbonara that anybody can do at home. So we're gonna start with a little bit of oil. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna start to melt the guanciale, which is the peppered, cured pork cheek. We do the garlic, we do the guanciale, and then a few sprinkles of chili flake. Just a little background heat, not a lot. We're going to make a little bit of cream and egg yolk. And this just helps it to temper the egg yolk so it doesn't cook instantly when it goes into the pasta. And I'm also going to season this with a little bit of black pepper, pecorino. Now this is fresh pasta, and fresh pasta, because it has a filling, will take a little bit more time to cook. So this will take 2 to 3 minutes. So another tip, never put oil inside the water when you're boiling pasta. What that does is it coats the outside of the pasta and therefore makes it impossible for a sauce to absorb into it. Here we go, I'm gonna finish this real quick. So now we're adding a little bit of peas and a little bit of spring onions. So when you're adding the egg yolk and cream, you add it off to the side, okay? If you did it on top of the stove, the egg would cook right away. And another chef tip, you always want to add the cheese off the flame. Mixing the pasta together with the sauce makes all the difference in the world. It's gonna take your pasta over the top. All these little tips, really secrets, will make this pasta and all of your pastas that much better. What's your favorite pasta? Leave me a comment in the section below.